All right, so Alan writes in asking how to invest in inheritance to keep your taxes down. That's actually quite simple. That's no different than how to invest anything in an after-tax account. So remember, your inherited money, it doesn't matter that it's inherited. It just matters that you have it. So how to invest in inheritance to keep your tax rate down is simple. You invest in ETFs. Ideally, ETFs that don't pay dividends or much of dividends. But there's no difference between investing inherited money, or just investing in your own brokerage account, because the inheritance money there is no tax when you receive the inheritance. Now, if you're looking at inherited IRA, that's different, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about just money they got from grandma or something like that. So to invest, any ETF will be tax friendly relative to a mutual fund. Simply because of the way the structure is in the tax code. All right. So what you want to make sure you're doing is you want to make sure you're avoiding mutual funds that have large taxable distributions in them. Like, we don't want capital gains. All right. Some of these funds pay significant capital gain distributions. We're talking 20% of the NAV, the net asset value. We don't want that. We'd like to have no interest either, if you can avoid it. No bonds. So we don't want bonds. We don't want any kind of capital gain distributions if we can avoid it, because that's going to defeat the purpose. Oops. All right, still going. So we want to make sure that we keep our assets in a more tax efficient strategy, which again, ETFs will serve that. So watch the dividends, watch the capital gains, and watch the interest. So essentially, you're going to want like a large cap growth, small cap growth. The growth side of the equation, generally speaking, does not have dividends. Not all the time, but generally speaking, doesn't. But to be perfectly honest with you, the way the dividends are now, $100,000 invested in VTI, for instance, it's going to pay you, 2% dividend yield? $2,000 a year of qualified dividends. That's not going to make or break you. But that's how you invest in inheritance to keep your tax rates low. Hope this helps. Thanks.